Yo, what's grounded, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Geo, and welcome back to GP. If you're new to the channel, or if this is the first time you've encountered my videos, and you feel like this information is useful at the end of these videos, please go ahead, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and it does help my channel grow. Jumping right into the subject of this video, I'm going to be talking about self-care. Now, I like to separate self-care into three separate parts. You have your physical self-care, your emotional self-care, and you have the spiritual self-care. When I talk about physical self-care, the primary goal is for you to be comfortable in your own body. I'm not trying to make it seem like you got to go out there and build all this muscle or lose all this weight. Like I said, the primary goal is to be comfortable in your own body. Now, first things first, you got to go and see a doctor. Get a physical done, because only the doctor can tell you where you are in weight and how much you should weigh for your height, so on and so forth. Now, when you go get this physical done, also go ahead and get some blood work done. Check your blood pressure, check your cholesterol, check your blood sugar level. This is going to allow you to prioritize how to attack this physical self-care. So if you're overweight and your blood sugar level is high, obviously you got to cut your carbs and your sugar intake. Plus you got to probably do some cardio. Depending on the goal that you have, that's how you're going to prioritize it. So when it comes to physical self-care, I would really like you guys to try not to compare yourself to other people as much as possible. I know it's tough. It's something that I have a hard time doing, but by doing so, it's going to discourage you and maybe not motivate you to get to where that person's at, because maybe they've been working out or running for so long, they've reached a certain goal, and for you it might seem impossible. It is going to take some hard work. So just keeping to yourself and really trying to be the best person you can be physically, day in and day out, is probably the best way to approach this. So when it comes to physical self-care, it's important to have a plan. I mentioned going to the doctor and getting the blood work done and all that. Like, have a plan as to where, okay, I'm gonna go get this diet ready, have a meal prep set up. I'm gonna go to the gym this many days, or I'm gonna run this many days. And it doesn't mean that you have to go to the gym or whatever. Maybe physical self-care for you can be swimming, or it could be playing basketball. It could be any type of sport, as long as you're physically active and it's helping you reach the goal physically that you want to reach. Before I move forward and talk about emotional self-care, I want to end physical self-care by saying this. It's going to take time for you to reach your goals, and it's going to take time for you to get that body you really feel comfortable with. But I want to say this: enjoy the process. Just really feel the pain and the stress that you're going through, because it's going to feel that much better once you do reach that goal. Stay committed and have a lot of patience, and don't be so hard on yourself, all right? Okay, so emotional self-care. Damn. All right, so this one's a tough one. This one is probably even tougher than physical self-care, I gotta say, where at least for me it was. It was no problem for me to go out there, start picking up weights and shit like that, or being physical, playing basketball. So emotionally, if you guys haven't seen my other videos, I was a fucking wreck. And it takes a lot of balls to say this, because I know a lot of people, especially men, don't really want to talk about their emotions and stuff like that. So I really think it's key that we do talk about it. All right, so moving forward on to emotional self-care. Fuck, this is probably, for me at least, the toughest of all the three self-cares, and probably the most rewarding once you go through with it, because I'm gonna tell you this right now: a new body is not gonna erase your fucking childhood trauma. A new body is not gonna make you feel or get rid of any certain type of guilt or grudges that you have. A new body is not gonna allow you to love unconditionally. But if you work on yourself emotionally, For example, I kept a journal and I wrote on it. I wrote stuff that's happened to me in the past. I forgave people. I wrote letters to the person that violated me when I was a child. I wrote a letter to the father that I've never met. You know, I wrote a letter to people that I've hurt physically and emotionally. And so all that guilt, all that fear that I had felt, all that dirtiness, all that those feelings that were there are no longer there anymore. And that's because I tackled this emotional way, or emotional feelings that I had that had me feeling this way. Now, there's different types of ways to go ahead and do this. You can do affirmations, you know, for example, or you can speak to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, whatever it is. Speak to a best friend or your family. Just getting in touch with your emotions and just kind of letting all that shit out there. And actually, I was reading the Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, and on there, I actually tried this, and it was kind of weird, but it might work for you. So what you can do is you can record yourself and tell yourself whatever it is you need to tell yourself, and whatever it is that you did say to yourself, you just replay it. So by listening to the sound of your voice, it's going to further affirm you, and it just hits home to you, like in a sense where, okay, you're not saying it inside your head, but you're hearing your own voice saying like, hey, you know what, like, I forgive this person for so and so, or you know what, like, I forgive myself. Just listening to your own voice, it's pretty crazy, but it might work for you. All right, so that's emotional self-care. All right, so moving forward to spiritual self-care. Shit, to be honest, I don't really want to get too crazy with this or too detailed, just because everybody has their own religion, you know, their own spiritual beliefs. But I know some of you are right there on the other side of this camera saying, shit, okay, so why am I putting all this sweat in? Why am I putting all this inner work in? For what? So I could be alcohol and drug free? Big fucking deal. We all die anyways, right? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Fuck that. I'm here for a great time. I'm not here for a long time myself, but I'll tell you what, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to make mistakes, but I'm also here to learn from them. I'm here to guide others if needed. This drive, this want, comes from spiritual self-care. You see, when I die and I pass away, I'm going to be leaving something behind for others to prosper. So whether if it's God or the Virgin Mary or Buddha or crystal chakras or the subconscious mind, you're feeding something that you can't see, you can't hear, and you can't touch, but you know it's there. Decide how it is you want to feed your soul. There is no right or wrong way, as long as it fulfills your heart with peace and with love. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Peace.